What's up guys, Maritza here, back at again with another video. Do you guys like how I do this little, like yeehaw? Super excited to be doing this video today because I will be using Kylie Cosmetics only products on this video. I just felt like this was the time to do the video, especially because she just had her 1-year anniversary with Ulta Beauty, and obviously she had 30% off. She had a great deal. I went to Ulta and I purchased some of her products. I am excited to be doing this video, and I know that you guys are literally looking at me like, what the fuck do you have on your hair? You guys, this is obviously not my real hair. I am wearing a wig, a synthetic wig. So I know you're going to be asking me, where'd you get your wig? This is actually an Amazon wig. If I find the product on Amazon, I'll link the product down below. I think that this wig was only 20 bucks and it's a lace front wig. It's synthetic, but it looks fucking gorgeous. Yeah, guys, I feel like a boss ass bee in this video. Super happy of how this makeup look ended up turning out. So if you guys want to get this look, make sure you keep on watching. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I've already applied foundation on my face as well as I've done my eyebrows. These eyebrows might be looking a little bit too intense for this video, but I think that with the makeup it's gonna end up playing off really well. The reason why I say that is because my hair is obviously pink. I'm wearing a wig. But next we're gonna move into concealer. Now I was at Ulta Fest and I purchased a couple things from Kylie Cosmetics because she had a great discount. So I went ahead and purchased the concealer, and I already have the original bottle. So this is the original bottle that it came with when she first released the concealers, and then when she released them at Ulta, and I think that even online she changed the packaging of it. But I even want to just say, guys, like the packaging of Kylie Cosmetics products are super good. Like I just love the fact that she takes so much into consideration her packaging, and I love keeping packaging like this because I feel like it's gonna be really big. But this is the new packaging compared to this one. I don't know if she's still selling these online. I bought a darker concealer because I feel like I can use this one for contouring a little bit. So I'm going to start with concealing my under eye, and the color that I'm going to be using is Pinenut. So I do have Pinenut and I have Oak. Oak is a little bit too dark for me. If I was a little bit more tanner, like in the summertime, I probably can get away with it. But Pinenut, I believe, is is a perfect shade for not only highlighting but also concealing. So I am going to apply this as if I was contouring my nose. I also want to say, guys, that I use this concealer mostly every day. I go between this one and the KKW concealer. They both are really great. I feel like they're medium to full coverage, and it just depends on what kind of look you want to go for. But I love using Kylie's concealer more for like going out compared to Kim's concealer. I like using hers when I feel like maybe more natural makeup. I feel like I can get away with looking more natural with Kim's concealer, but at the same time it just looks very flawless. I'm gonna use a MAC 132 brush. This is my favorite brush for concealer. I'm not too worried about how my nose highlight or my nose contour comes to look like right now, just because I'm gonna go back in anyways to blend it out. And then whatever I have left on the brush, I'm just gonna drag it up to my eyelid, which is gonna serve as an eyeshadow primer. Okay, now I'm just gonna wipe the back of my brush in... That's how I clean my brushes, actually. I'm just going to clean the back of my brush because now I'm going to go in with powder. And the powder that I'm going to go, obviously, you guys already know this. I'm going to be using the translucent powder. This is in the shade Beige. The reason why I purchased Beige was because I already have yellow... I already have a yellow translucent powder. And I was like, maybe I can just mix Kylie Cosmetics Beige with the yellow banana powder that I already have. But I actually almost feel like the beige works perfect underneath my eye because it doesn't make it look too bright. It really doesn't do much of a color difference. Like if I ever want to give it some color, I can just mix it with the banana powder that I already have from that. I think that one's from Ben Nye. But I don't know if I ever told you guys the reason why I love this powder is because I have pretty big pores from acne, and I feel like this powder is so thin that it really like covers up all of the pores, and it really just makes it look super smooth. And like, to me, that's kind of nice to see that, because I have not seen clear skin on my face in like years, you know? So for me, it reminds me of how my skin used to look like before I had acne, and you know, I definitely want to keep feeling it then every single time I use this powder. So I have also tried a whole lot of powders before, and a lot of powders either accentuate your pores more, or they just like sit on top of your skin, especially if you have dry skin. Sometimes the powder just makes it look more textured. And let me just let you guys know that my skin is super dry right now because I am currently going through Accutane. So even with me having really dry skin, it doesn't accentuate the dryness. If anything, I feel like it obviously coats my skin, but like if I were to go in with something thicker, it definitely would just patch up my skin. But I feel like so far it's doing so good. A lot of other powders oxidize, and I fucking hate that. Like, I fucking hate when my makeup like looks so good, and then all of a sudden when I'm gonna bake, it just turns like 2 shades darker, and I really hate that. And sometimes powders can like not set really well, and like certain parts of like your under eye are like darker than other parts, and I just hate that. So now I'm gonna go in with Toffe. I'm gonna start contouring a little bit here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add a little bit on my brush, just a little bit, and I'm gonna start contouring a little bit. And I'm gonna just leave it like that, and I'm gonna go back in with more product and just end up fixing it. So one thing that I'm also going to do is with the same, I know my nose looks pretty bad, but don't worry, I'm gonna go back and blend it in. But using the same brush, I'm going to apply it here, and then also I'm going to start contouring my crease. The idea is to connect the crease, the product, with the nose right here, and it's also going to act as an eyeshadow base, like, yeah, an eyeshadow base for the crease product that I'll be applying a little bit later. But I'm also going to start just cleaning out the nose area, and I'm still gonna go back in a little bit later, guys, anyways, just to finish the nose. I want to talk about, just have this be like a little chit chat about Kylie Cosmetics, because I will be 100% really honest. When she came out with her first products, I think it was like her lip products, I really didn't gravitate towards her lip kits, just because I'm a traditional person. I like using lipsticks, and I just felt like my lips are already dry enough. You know, I've had I also like kind of like a bad experience using liquid lipsticks, and a lot of them are just very too drying for my lips. And so when I saw her lip kits come out, I was like, you know what, I'm not gravitating towards that. I feel like as Kylie Cosmetics grew as a brand, she definitely grew as a brand. Like, her packaging quality got better. I think like her creative design team, the team that really gets into what the palettes are going to look like, the quality of the products, just overall the administration of everything, I felt like it was getting better with time. And so I remember seeing like a couple of her, like her summer collection. I really fucking love her summer collection, but I was really tight with money, so I didn't get the opportunity to buy that. But I think the first product that I bought from her was actually her concealers, and it was really hard for me to buy these online because I didn't really know my shade. So obviously there's like I have to do a lot of research when I'm buying these things online when they're not in person, because it's so hard for me to find a shade that's my color. So when she came out with her concealers at Ulta, I was like, oh my god, like, she's a fucking genius, because I just think that it was needed, you know? I'm gonna move in with the next product because I can sit here and just talk about a lot of things. I'm gonna continue to use that same concealer, and I'm going to start contouring a little bit. As I'm contouring, I also want to continue the conversation about Kylie Cosmetics and her brand in general. This morning I saw in the news that Kylie had sold half of her company. Good for her for making business decisions, and good for her for taking the risk. I think it's already been like 3 years since the brand was released. I could be wrong, maybe could be 2 years, but I think that she did a really great job with the growth of her business within that short amount of time. Obviously, it has to do with this generation. If you look at MAC Cosmetics and other brands, it has taken them years to go big, you know? So obviously, like, I think that she came into the beauty industry at a great time because social media was growing, and I mean, I don't blame her. I would also take the opportunity if a bigger company is willing to spend that much money on my brand and see so much potential internationally. I would fucking do it, you know? Damn, that thing is fucking strong. You guys see that? I think I fucked up. I think I applied too much, but it's okay. I'm gonna go back in anyways to blend that in using another product. So, but damn, guys, I'm fucking going in. I think I applied a little bit too much. Oh my god, I look like, I was not expecting this concealer to be that strong, but holy shit, guys. I didn't really care about Ulta. I didn't care about Ulta. I used to go to Ulta when I needed to buy like maybe just one thing. I didn't really care for it because I just felt like they weren't carrying all of the brands that were popping at that time. I'm actually gonna go back in with this brush and a little bit of foundation, like leftover foundation, and I'm just going to veil the foundation with the bronzer. Kylie Cosmetics totally saved up the reputation of Ulta, and I think that's just me being honest, because I didn't really care for Ulta, and when I used to do my makeup shopping, I would either do it online, or I would go to MAC Cosmetics, or I would go to Sephora. And now I don't even go to Sephora because I feel like all the makeup that I use now, I can just go to Ulta, and it's so much more easier for me to get access to an Ulta than to get to a Sephora. I have to drive a lot more farther to go to a Sephora. That looks totally better now that I've veiled my makeup. I'm gonna set the concealer that I applied on my face with her bronzer, and that is this bronzer. The shade that I'm using is called Almond. This is the Morphe M523, and then I'm just gonna, honestly, it's just the same color as what I have right now, but it's just to set what I already have. So I went ahead and applied a little bit on my crease as well, just to set the concealer that I applied on my crease, but I'm going to go in with a different color on my crease. Now that we're going to go in with the eyeshadow products, I'll come back to the skin a little bit later, but I also want to show you guys what I bought at Ulta Fest. I bought the Kylie Cosmetics Holiday Ulta palette. This packaging actually really reminds me of KKW, her palettes, because it's like monochromatic, and you guys see how it says Kylie. If I go like this, you guys see how it says Kylie. It's like a velvet texture palette, and then right when I open it, it has a little film in there, so I'm taking this off, and this is so pretty, you guys. Like, I love the colors in the palette. You can even see this being a Valentine's palette. I'm gonna go in, and I'm going to take Rosé, which is the color down here. I'm taking a 224 MAC blending brush, and I'm going to just go into the crease, and that's exactly where I had the concealer on. So the reason why I'm just going to put in some transition shades right now. It's going to give it a little bit more color. The same brush, I'm just extending the eyeshadow a little bit out. I'm going to tint my eyeshadows, and I'm going to go in with Forever Young and Check ID. This is Forever Young right here. This is Check ID right here. So I'm going to mix those two pink rosy shades, and I'm taking a MAC 224. And I will say that I'm seeing a little bit of powder kickoff from, you guys see that? Like a powder kickoff. And I'm taking that directly right below where I applied the transition shade. It's crazy how my camera's not really picking up this shade, but it's so beautiful in person. It almost looks like it's like photoshopped. Okay, next I'm taking this shadow called Payback's a Bitch, and it's this shade right here. This one out here. If you guys are seeing my laptop, I'm so sorry about that. But I'm taking it with a flat, fluffy shader brush. This is also from MAC Cosmetics. And I'm just applying this directly on the outer V. You guys are like wondering what's the outer V. Pretty much the outer V is like the crease right here. Yeah, it goes like a V, like a V right here. Applying it on the outer V. And right now I'm kind of just torn because I really don't know what shade I want to apply on my eyelid. Ah! This looks so pretty! Okay, now I'm gonna take in the blending brush and I'm just gonna start blending it all together. Just kind of like melting it in. This eyeshadow is really pretty. It's kind of more cool tone. I feel like this shadow almost looks like it comes off a little grayish, but it's fine because it definitely brings in some definition in my outer crease. Hopefully this can pick up on camera. But do you guys see? Like this one is very reflective. This is a cranberry look. This is a gold look. Look at how much pigment that one has. This is like a rose gold eyeshadow. I want to go with Love Bug and use Be Mine on the inner part of the eye. I love it. I'm gonna put in a little bit of my mini Fix Plus. Gonna wet the brush a little bit. I don't want to soak it though. You don't need to soak it. Just put a little bit of product on your brush. I'm gonna go in with Love Bug, which is the bottom one right here. It looks like a cranberry eyeshadow shade, but it's actually like a rose goldish. It's really hard to pick up on the eyelid, so I'm just gonna go with my finger. What the hell was I doing, guys? What the hell was I doing? Oh my god, so pretty! You guys cannot see, but this thing is reflective. It has gold, it has purples. Ooh, child. It works better when you use your finger than when you were to apply it with a brush. I went ahead and finished off the other eye. I will say that it was a little bit hard to actually get it on the other eye. I had to scrape off a little bit of this. Do you guys see it? I had to scrape off a little bit of this one just to get the intensity going on this eye. But I know exactly what I want to do next now. I don't know if I need to do it with my finger again. But, I mean, fuck it. I'm going to take in the shade Be Mine. And I kind of almost feel like these are the shades that she's already launched previously. And she just collected all of her favorite eyeshadows and put them all in one. Because I feel like this color Be Mine was already out in her Valentine's collection. But I'm going to take that with my pinky. And I'm going to apply that directly into my inner tear duct. These, the powders, they're very powdery, and I am seeing a lot of fall off come out. But I mean, that thing is fucking blinding. You see that? I'm going to go in with the brush like this, go back in with the shade, and I'm just going to blend this in just like in the inner part where the Love Bug was placed. Jesus, Kylie, you fucking did that! Holy shit! I feel like I'm like neon. It looks like this color really looks really neon in person. I'm gonna mix. Do I want to mix this? Yes, I really do want to mix that. I'm gonna mix Bikini Mama with Obsidian, which is these two colors out here. I'm taking a flat shaded brush like this, and I'm gonna apply this on the lash line. Now, I'm not gonna make a wing. I'm just gonna apply it on the lash line just to create a little bit of some contrast. This looks really pretty. I wrote down this side a little bit too, but I'm gonna go in with Check ID and Rosé. And I'm taking this fluffy brush and I'm simply just going to apply it underneath my bottom eye, or my bottom lash. And I will let you guys know that I had to close my other eye shut while I was applying this because there's just like so much, not fallout, but there's just like so much powder. If I don't go like this, there's gonna be a lot of powder in my eye, and you guys know that I wear contact, and I'm going a little bit heavy in the bottom eye because I definitely want that to show on camera. But I'm going to take in the flat shader brush again and dip it into the black shadow, and I'm only doing this on the bottom of my eye, in the outer corner, like right against the lash line on the bottom eye, and I'm only gonna go halfway in. I'm not gonna go all the way in, so just watch me as I go. Just this little hairs in the way. I'm just gonna go against the lash line as I mentioned, and I'm going to just go a little bit, like kind of connecting to where the end of the upper eyeliner of the upper eyeshadow meets. We're gonna meet with that one on top, and then I really want to make this like super dark. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite eyeliner of all time, and that's Coastal Reach from MAC Cosmetics. And I'm going to apply that liner. This liner is a kohl liner, so it's pretty thick and pretty creamy. This brown is kind of like a light brown chocolatey color, and I'm only applying that on half of the eye, so only in the outer eye. But now I'm gonna go in with this brush, and I'm gonna start blending and melting that eyeliner with the black eyeshadow. And then we're gonna have them all go on a date. And I'm gonna take this brush, which is the one that I use to apply the plum shade, and I'm just gonna start blending that as well. A lot of steps that go into this, but that's what makes it look very, very like all melted in. Really feeling the look of the eyeliner. I'm gonna apply it all over the lash line. So yes. Apply the Coastal Reach eyeliner all over your eye, but the black eyeshadow stays on the outer eye. You guys, do not come for me. Do not come for me, because I was also talking about how this mascara. This is a mascara that I was using before. This is a mascara that I love now. I think this is like $8 and this is $25. But Ulta was selling the Too Faced, what's it called? Too Faced Twice These Sacks. I don't know about that. They came out with the holiday set, so it's a travel size and the bigger one for $25. This alone already cost $25, and they have them hidden in Ulta, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, people really want to buy these things. Like, why would I not want to buy a 2-for-1, you know? So I just thought it was kind of weird how they had this box hidden somewhere else, but I had to buy this, guys. I literally had to buy this because I knew that this is my favorite mascara. This one was already running low, but I don't think that this one has the same intensity as this one. Like, obviously you're paying the bang for your buck. Here I am. God damn, like this is such a big difference compared to my last mascara that I was wearing. I don't know what the fuck I was doing and why I waited so long to buy this mascara. And now I'm gonna apply some mascara on the lower lash, but I'm mainly focusing this on the outer eye, and I'm gonna go back in twice. I'm gonna wait until this coat sets, and then I'm gonna go back in and add it only on the outer portion of my eye. What I'm gonna go in next is just finish off the face. So I will be using blush, and I will be using highlighter. Kylie also sells her blushes and her highlighters at Ulta, and the one that I will be using is called Kitten Baby, and it definitely speaks my name. I love peachy toned blushes, like peachy corally toned blushes, and this one is more on the orangey side. Definitely calls for summer, but I love that kind of, I just like love that kind of vibe, because I feel like especially with my skin tone, it definitely brings out more color. I'm gonna use a Dome MAC brush. Just gonna go in. The thing with me on Accutane and having dry skin, I can't do this. I have to tap. Otherwise, I'll be pulling off skin and product from underneath. But I think this is such a great, it looks such a great mixture. This is a highlighter, same packaging as the bronzer, same packaging as the blush, and this is Queen Drip, guys. This is Queen Drip. I love this one because it's like a gold pinkish highlighter. Definitely calls my name. These are like my kind of highlighters. You guys know I don't really wear highlighters because because I have textured skin, but I'm only wearing this on special occasions. And today calls for a special occasion, so hey. I'm gonna also apply this to my nose. Alright guys, almost towards the end, besides the lashes. I'm gonna put the lashes all at the end. I'm gonna go in with the one and only Koko Collection. Super pretty. Look at the lettering. It is gold, like rose gold. I love this. I'm actually gonna be keeping this box because stuff like this, guys, this is like staple stuff. OG stuff that you want to keep forever. I might give this to my daughter one day. But this is how it looks like. Super pretty colors. It comes with 3 matte shades and a gloss, and the color that I really love was actually the gloss and this one. This one I love seeing. I have not seen this color yet. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed between this one and this one. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one, which is Koko's. Woo! The lipstick is called Gorge, which is a pretty name. Okay, so I have noticed that I need to let this dry off first, because if I were to go with another layer, it would take off the layer that I already have. So I'm just gonna finish off the top one and then go back in to add a second layer to the bottom. Alright guys, I went ahead and finished off the lips, and also I added my lashes. The lashes that I am wearing are the Lily lashes in the style Miami. I love these lashes. I actually ended up customizing them a little bit just to fit my eye shape. I kind of just cut out a little bit more from the outer and the inner part of the lashes just to fit my lashes perfectly. But I also added, and I did not record this, I'm so sorry for that, but I added a little bit of Jack Frost, which is this shade right here. It's such a great, it looks very frosty, white frosty color, but I'll let you guys know that it has a little bit of gold, blue, and green reflexes, so super pretty. I love shadows like that. But I added that on my brow highlight, and if you guys see me in person, like move around my head, it gave such a great reflex and looks so pretty in person. I wish that you guys can see this up close because it looks so pretty up close. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I'm glad that I did this video because I've been wanting to do a video using Kylie products, and I've just been saving up since she started her own brand. I literally have been saving up and buying products little by little, and this last weekend she had a really big sale at Ulta to celebrate her 1-year anniversary with Ulta. So obviously I had to take advantage of the products that she had. So whatever you saw today, or half of the products that you saw today, were products that I bought from that sale. So I'm really excited that Kylie Cosmetics is going to continue to grow. I know that her company, she sold half of the company to another brand, but I'm super excited to see what they're gonna make out of Kylie Cosmetics. Obviously, she is still part owner of the brand, so she's still gonna be doing a lot of the creative side. I think that this video was so fun for me to do because I already love her products, and using my most favorite products that she owns on this video was really nice. And I give this Koko palette a total plus. I mean, I have only used on my lips this color so far, but when I was at the store, I swatched all of them and they look so pretty. So I'm definitely looking forward to wearing the rest of the colors, and you guys will probably be seeing me wear these the next upcoming videos. But yeah, super excited to see what Kylie Cosmetics has in store. Please let me know if you guys have any questions of the products that I've used in this video. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what products do you have from her that you really love, that are your staple products, must-have products that you can not live without. I want to know in your comments down below because I'm interested to buy more products from Kylie Cosmetics, but I really just don't know what to buy. So leave it down in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.